Hey bro, Steve here. I'm losing my voice because I'm sick, but I still feel like I can put together a pretty good video for you so that you can kind of see from start to finish kind of how it all works. Um, First things first, you need to know that the leads that you get directly from JVZoo or Warrior Plus, like that go directly to your autoresponder, are not going to be as good as any leads that manually opt in, whether that's on a double opt-in or single opt-in list. Because when the leads are manually entered in, those are personal contact details, as opposed to these leads, which are PayPal details. So ultimately, it's best to capture all of them by obviously capturing the PayPal emails here, and then having an opt-in in the funnel where they can enter it. I obviously only use single opt-ins. I don't mess around with double opt-ins. But yeah, so two different. I mean, they're both types of buyers leads, but the ones that are manually entered are always going to be way better and are always going to outperform the products or the emails that come straight from the JVZoo or Warrior Plus. So always keep that in mind. Now, really, the first thing, excuse me, really, the first thing they should be seeing from you after they buy is your follow-up email. And this follow-up email is what kind of introduces yourself to them, okay? And in the email marketing mastermind group, I actually have a video that covers email follow-ups. So make sure, okay, make sure you have a good email follow-up, because if you don't, it can really, really mess with you and your conversions, because this follow-up is your way of immediately building a relationship. So that's about what they get from me, like just right off the bat, is that follow-up email. And that's right after they buy. Then, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days after launch, I'll mail out a product update, okay? So I'll look at the tickets and see all the questions they have. And so I'll then put together a short 4 or 5 minute video, just something simple that answers these questions. And I'll call it a product update. And so I'll email that out. And what that does is that makes sure that all my new leads open the email and get used to getting content from me. So when I do that, I usually set it up something like this. And this isn't even a follow-up. Just say this is a broadcast message. It would look something like this. Product name. Update number 1. Okay, so for example, the first email I sent out was simple product update number 1. See, that was my first email. And the reason I put that is because it gives you thousands and thousands, or not, sorry, it doesn't give you thousands. But the reason I put that is because it makes sure as many people as possible, since they just bought your product, open your emails, and it lets Google know that you're serious and that you need to be inboxed. So that's why I do that, because it immediately starts building that relationship between me and the customer. And it just so happens that the person watching that relationship are the spam filters. So that's the first thing I do, is I'll send out a product update. Then, again, this is the first week after launch, okay? Then maybe a few days later, I'll send out a gift, okay? And in this case, the first gift I sent out was, let's see if I can find it here. Go back to, okay, man. Here we go. No, that's the 18th, 13th, 10th. Oh, wait, we're going way far back. Okay. 15. And then it just changes. Anyway, see, here's the product update, and then we happen to have a webinar, so I mailed the webinar, and then obviously after the webinar, I sent out a gift, and here's the gift, and that's just basically a past product that I sent out and gave to everyone, because everyone might want to use this. So yeah, I send out that gift. Again, just building a relationship. This is before any promo. See, this is 6 days. We launched on the 2nd. So I sent out that gift 7 days after. And again, the replay, like not even promoting, just the replay, the webinar replay that was included. And And then finally on the 10th, 8 days after my original launch, I do my first promotion. And it is these promotions. Okay, see, I started on the 10th. I mailed once on the 10th, once on the 11th, once on the 12th, once on the 13th. 4 days, okay? Each with a different title and hook. Okay, or sorry, each with a different hook in the titles. That way I'm appealing to as many people as possible with this campaign. Okay, so different hook, different hook, different hook. And then reiterating the first hook with a bonus, okay? And let's just kind of take a look at the email campaign. I don't even remember this one because I've done several since then. But let's see. Here's the first email I sent out. Hey y'all, it's not every day you see someone who's changing the paid traffic game. We're all used to PPC. It's a pretty good email. And as you can see, I have a little promo email here, okay, with an intro kind of hook, like to get their attention, point them to the review page that I was telling you about where I set up the review video, which looks just like this. It's solweb.org/CPA Rapid Sniper. And we'll talk more about the format of this in a second. Then I give some points and again the review page, and then we'll send more details soon. So kind of just leaving an open box here. So then I say this course doesn't launch until Friday at 9. I'm letting you know now. There's going to be a discount. We'll write more soon. Okay, so just basic email promotion. That's the first email. And again, all I'm doing is sending to this page. But before I talk about the page and how you should set up your own review video pages, like the format, let's go over and see my second email. So my second email, I add in my second email, I add in some personal twist. Steve here with my cat Liam. This one's a Siamese. One of the main things I like about CPA Rapid Sniper is how fast it is to set up. You can be up and running in 20 minutes. So basically, just kind of a repeat of the first email with a few different angles, okay? Which you can see here. And I can include these for you, but really, man, the emails don't matter as much. I mean, I guess they do because they send people, but really, it's the pre-promo page. Okay, you got to get people to the pre-promo page to warm them up. And then the sales copy that does the converting. So as long as your emails are sending clicks, that's good. And obviously you need to fall into your own style and your own language, because it's that language and that style that will help build that relationship with your list. So here's that second email. And you know what? I'll just go ahead and include all these in a file just for you to fucking break down and analyze. Okay? So Microsoft Word. Email 2. But yeah, dude, if you read these emails, you're gonna see like the just basic sales techniques that I'm using. Shit you already know about. I think what you want to know is kind of like the setup, okay? And that's it. 3 to 4 days pre-promo with this page right here, okay? And I answer the questions, but we'll talk more about that in a second. So here's the third email I sent, which has 12 hours to go, which is 12 hours before launch. Only 6 unsubs from this one, but let's see, review sent message, and it's just another email. This time I'm including the link, but I'm sorry, my affiliate link. Let's put this here, and then obviously the live email, which all the warm buyers are waiting on, and you can kind of just see how that transitions between all the emails. And I hope that kind of gives you a better idea. I mean, I could go through and explain every single detail, but dude, I know you know how to write emails. And I know you can see what I did by just looking at this. So, yeah, here's the emails. I'll be sure to include it with the video. But anyway, like I said, 4 emails. 1 3 days in advance, 1 2 days in advance, 1 12 hours before, and 1 at launch time. And then maybe like 4 hours after launch time, I'll take this last email and hit unopens. So very easy, very simple promo campaign. Now really, what I think like makes this work is like the review page and then the quality of the review video. Now here is obviously that review page which you can find there, CPA Rapid Sniper, solar.org, CPA Rapid Sniper, which you are welcome to just take and edit. But this is the format that I have seen Mike from Maine using, as well as a few others. So I decided to give it a try, and it works perfectly. Okay, you start off with an intro, which is basically just kind of a summary of your email without as much hype, but you want it to be factual. Then you do a sales page preview right after the intro. Excuse me, I'm burping. Good thing this is it for the public. Anyway, and then right after that, buy link. Click here Friday, blah, blah, blah. And then I say you also get a gigantic bonus package with a good bit of real roll money. Watch the video to find out more below. So that's my call to action, to watch the video, and then they watch the video, and then there's another link right below it, and then an overview of the bonuses for everyone. And then, of course, usually I encourage people to comment below, and I'll get a bunch of Facebook comments just like this, or a bunch of WordPress comments just like this. And I respond to every single one of these motherfuckers, because it gives you social proof, which looks good in Google and helps you rank for these long tail keywords, which will bring in residual sales, but it also builds a relationship with your customers. And when they know they can ask you and you're going to answer, they're going to stay on your list a lot longer. So instead of being a $1 or $2 or $5 per lead, you end up with fucking crazy numbers like $30, $40, $50 per lead. That's why, I can get away with doing 100% commissions to the funnel, because if I get 2,000 leads, I can turn that into $100,000 over the next few months, just via email marketing alone. That's not even including webinars or setting up something like you've got on the back end, which I'm going to do. That's just from email marketing. So you need to be doing it, and just copy my page. And really, the best stuff is in the video. And I've actually got a checklist for the video, which I will give you. Don't share it with anyone though, because I'm going to be including that and a lot of the shit I told you. It'll all be more fleshed out in the course that I'm going to be selling, but of course I'll make sure you get that too. Anyway, I'll include the questions that I fill out and answer for every review I do, and then basically I get on camera like this and then just follow the questions I answered and end up with an 11 or 12 minute review, and people absolutely love it. I mean, you can read some of the comments here, and I get these comments on every fucking page because of the quality of the review videos. So that kind of boils it down. You want to, just to reiterate, from the moment they get on your list, you want to send out that follow-up email and start building a relationship. For more details on follow-up sequences, you can watch my follow-up email in the email mastermind group. I'm sorry, my follow-up email video in the email mastermind group. Then, over that first week, I'll send out a product update or two, and I'll also send out a gift on day 7, and then by day 10, after the launch, I'll finally consider promoting. And I'll set up a page like this, do those emails, and create a video following the worksheet I'm going to give you, and just go to town, and it ends up with a wicked conversions. Here's one I did today for Brett Ingram. Not as big as the ones last week, which is alright. But look, if we look at this month so far, let's look. This is from 3 or 4 promotions this month. Let's see. So 3,000 on JVZoo, right? Oh, it's not even counting Brett Ingram. Are you for real? Dude, their stats are messed up. Anyway. So 1,000 today. Let's see. About 3,000 after prizes on Big Pay and CPA, following this exact format. And then let's do last week. Well, fuck. Let's try this month again. And I ended up making like 2,800 on CPA Rapid Sniper, but because of the $1 trial, it's not showing correctly. So, oh, and I made another 2,000 from that webinar replay, which obviously would have been more if I wasn't splitting it 3 ways and if it converted better. So just from emails alone this month, like not even including profits off the product launch itself, um, even if this was accurate, which I don't think it is, but we'll just assume it is. 3,300. That's 5,800 right here, plus the 2,000 from the webinar. It's like 6,800 just from emails. Okay, so it's not that terrible. And of course, we still have a couple more days of the month left. But really, all in all, not a bad month. And of course, if I were promoting software, that would be way more. So let's get into how I pick the products, like how I pick what I'm going to promote, though it's pretty easy, man. I just go to muncheye.com, which is the launch calendar. I'm sure you've heard of it. And then I just look for shit in my niche that I can promote in advance. But usually, people have been hitting me up, so I keep a Google Calendar with all my promotions. See, here was today's. I'm supposed to be promoting Vivek on Friday, but I honestly don't know if I can fit it in. But I have a whole promotion here of all the promos I'm supposed to be doing. And I find them by just coming on here, and I pick shit that's related to the product I sold, right? So the product I sold was Simple CPA Siphon. The first thing I promoted was a CPA product. The second thing I promoted was a CPA product. And the third thing I promoted was a Done For You website. Okay, so these are all related to kind of my customer, right? My customers are new. They like to make money. So I promote things that have to do with making money and that are simple and, of course, that save them time, like fancy softwares or some shit like that. And I just look on here. So, like, today's the 25th. Vivek has a software coming out on the 27th, right? It's a CPA software. That might be something worth promoting for me if I could have done the pre-promo, like the 4 days in advance. But I can't. Excuse me. Because I promoted today. So I usually try to find something a few days in advance so that I can really, 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 really hit it hard. But it's kind of simple, man. You just look at what you've sold and then find products related to that and sell that to your list, man. It doesn't have to be like, obviously you don't want similar products, but you kind of want products that hit on the same emotional selling points, that hit on the same emotional insecurities of the customers, that promise good results and that are actually really good products. I mean, it's really hard. Like, you just kind of have to test it, right? Or you could do what I do sometimes, or what I used to do, and create a SurveyMonkey account and just fucking ask them what they want to know about. Okay, then you know what you can promote to them. Like, look, here's my survey that I used to send out in my follow-up email. Feel free to do this because it really tells you what they're interested in. See, what are you most interested in learning about? Okay, that was my survey that I had all of last year, and here was just an overview of the results. Come on. All right. And they were allowed to check anything they wanted. So now I got a good idea of what they're interested in. My list loves YouTube and video marketing. So I'm going to go and promote things that have to do with YouTube and video marketing. Now, of course, if I had the pro package, I could see more accurate data, but I'm not going to fucking sub just for the video. But you get the idea. Ask them. Ask what they want to know if you can't figure it out. And really, it comes down to just testing. You know, the more emails you send, you'll get a feel for your niche and what the people in that niche like. So really practice. Use the video review video checklist I'm going to include. Do not give that away because I'm going to be selling that later as part of an overall package. And feel free to use my page layout, and of course dig into those emails and break them apart. But I have a feeling you know how to write emails. But of course, you know, being able to send a bunch of clicks with emails is a good thing. So you know, you can. There's always room to improve there. Even with me, I mean, like let's look at my emails today. Like, that's terrible. That's less than a 50% CTR. I mean, that's not bad, but it's still pretty low. Okay, so. Always room for improvement. But anyway, dude, I'm losing my voice. feel free to ask me questions, bro. I'll answer them in the morning when I get back up. I appreciate your help so far, and I can't wait to mastermind with you some more. Have a good night, buddy. Bye bye.